Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Stardust here, and today we are back with another episode of Pokemon Battle Spot Battles. Today we are going with somewhat the same team. Well, not exactly. It's the only thing that has changed is I don't exactly know the changes, but I accidentally pressed Battle Start already, and we're gonna have to jump in. So let's go. Okay, so we got Gengar, Sylveon, Zapdos, Blaziken, Garchomp, and Greninja. Oh, I don't like this team. This is mostly specials, it looks like. So I might have to open up with Metagross. And there's not a lot of physical attackers, so I only see two. So... I mean, Rotom is helpful. I'm gonna go with... I think I might go with Rotom. Because Earthquake's a thing. And I don't know if I want to bring Mega Gallade or Heatran. Because, I'm gonna go with the Gallade. Because my Heatran isn't scarfing this one. So I switched the Mega Gallade. I switched into the Ezio. The one I had before was my bulk up set, my X-Blade. Reason why... Oh no, I didn't... that was the same. The Ezio was the one I used in the last battle spot. I switched my Mega Gallades for another battle in between. But no, I stick... This is the same Gallade. I have a supportive Talonflame. So I mean, it still has Brave Bird and Life Orb, but it's a careful nature and it's specially defensive. Of course, I cannot show you off in this battle, but although I kind of wish I could have. I mean, that wouldn't have been a too bad idea. The only thing that really would have stopped me was that Zapdos. So we're gonna go ahead and start this battle. I need to set down this water bottle. I don't have a lot of space up in this desk. So we're gonna open up with the Metagross. Let's see what my opponent decides to bring in. Decides to open up with the Blaziken. Let's see. I know he wants to protect first turn. And I know he's gonna get the speed boost. I'm gonna switch it out to Rotom because Rotom does have the Rocky Helmet. And he does pack the Confuse Ray, which will help me out if he decides to Swords Dance. So this is a Mega Blaziken. He's probably going for the Mega Protect. Goes for the Flare Blitz. He does not care whatsoever. I'm gonna hopefully eat this up. Wow, that still does. That was a crit. Of course it was. So there's the recoil and the Rocky Helmet. At this point, I don't know if he wants to go ahead and go for the Protect. I'm gonna go ahead and go for Confuse Ray. If he does Protect, then oh well. If not, well, I'm gonna get a Confusion. If he switches out, it'll so get confused. He's gonna withdraw the Blaziken, so I think that was a pretty smart choice on my opponent. Sylveon, yeah, that's that was a pretty good switching. I'm not gonna lie. So Sylveon is now confused. I don't know if it outspeed or not. I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch and let's see how much that does. Does nothing. This thing is specially defensive. Wow. I'm gonna go out into. I don't want to go into Gallade because he is still fighting type, so I'm gonna see what he wants to do. I'm gonna go after Metagross. I'm gonna see what he wanted to do. Hyper Voice. Okay, so I'm gonna eat that up. Hopefully, that still does quite a bit. So I am predicting the Blaziken to walk back in here. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake, because even if he doesn't, Earthquake will still do a butt ton. Okay, he's gonna switch out. He's probably gonna switch out. I think that's the Zapdos. I should have predicted that. I should have predicted that. That was a pretty smart move on my opponent. I'm gonna go for a Zen Headbutt. This thing is probably packing the Heat Wave. Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and stay in for a Zen Headbutt. That should have been my first choice. Earthquake was just very optimal, but Zen Headbutt would have been a great choice too. Plus it's stab. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't win for Zen Headbutt. Yep, he's gonna stay in, go for the Heat Wave. Please don't get burned. Yes! Okay, so I'm gonna get my Zen Headbutt off. Unfortunately, Metagross will probably not be able to... That was a crit. Yeah, that Metagross... This is a defensive Zapdos. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Rotom because Death Fodder is always a thing, or if I'm able to predict another switch out or anything, goes for the Roost. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. I could have hurt. I wasn't expecting Roost. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go ahead and Confuse Ray this thing. I am not specially defensive, but I do have a lot of HP, so hopefully I'll be able to eat this up. Going for the Thunderbolt. Let's see how much this does. Should've went for the Pain Split. Should've went for the Pain Split. Well, no time like the present. I'm gonna go ahead and go for this Pain Split. If he does hurt himself, that's just my luck. Nope, he's gonna go off with the Thunderbolt. He's gonna land it, and he's gonna kill me. Why didn't I predict that Roost? I was not expecting Roost. I was really expecting him to just finish me off. Let's see. I'm gonna go out in Gallade. Now I don't know what item. Oh no, this thing has Rocky Helmet, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a knockoff. He's gonna opt to stay in. I'm gonna go for the Mega. Let's see if this pays off. I know I'm gonna get hit with Rocky Helmet damage, but at least I will finally get that thing off. Snapped out of confusion, now I'm mad. Every time I Confuse Ray, it didn't work. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a Stab Psycho Cut. If he decides to stay in, good for him. If not, I'm gonna just go ahead and Psycho Cut. Let's see if this kills. That was a crit and it does not kill. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I lost this one. Physically defensive Zapdos. I was not expecting that whatsoever. And this thing doesn't have Bullet Punch, so I pretty much lost this one. Unless he misses the Heat Wave. I'm gonna play it smart. If he decides to Roost or anything, I'm gonna just Zen Headbutt. Nope, goes for the safe Thunderbolt and lands it and finishing off this battle. Unfortunately, that was pretty bad. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Zapdos to switch in. I could have gone for the Zen Headbutt, but I doubt that would have been too much anyway because it was defensive. I think that Roost also mattered, but I was not expecting Roost on that. So, yeah, that's basically the team I'm using. Metagross, Rotom, Slurpuff, Heatran, Talonflame, and Gallade. So let's go ahead and use the same team again. We got 2 more battles to go, people. We got 2 more battles. I'm not going to go down. I'm not going down like this. We have to get at least a couple more wins to balance out our win-loss ratio. We have 1 win and 3 losses now. If you have seen my last video, we have 1 win and 2 losses. The last one mattered so much. I recommend you see it. I'll put it in the description below. That would probably be smart. So we got a Mamoswine, Sharpedo, Conkeldurr, Rotom Heat, Dragalge, and Scizor. I do see a Guts, Conkeldurr. That's probably something. I really want to use Slurpuff, but that Dragalge and Scizor bother me a lot. I know I'm gonna have to bring Rotom in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my Talonflame here. Is that smart? I mean, I can Brave Bird the Conkeldurr, but I doubt it will kill. I'm gonna open up with Mega Glade first, and then I want to bring in the Rotom and then use the Slurpuff in this match. So let's see what he opens or she opens up with first. So let's go ahead and check it out. Opens up with the Mamoswine. This thing is probably scarfed, I want to say. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Mega and go for I want to go for close combats. Is that the smart thing to do? I'm gonna go for the knockoff and see what we has. My opponent's fast to deciding what he wants to use, so I probably should have went for the close combat. There goes the Earthquake. I should have switched into Rotom. See, that was the second thing I was predicting too. He had the Focus Sash, so this thing really outspeeds me. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Rotom now. Let's see if he predicts it or not. But honestly, I am not too worried. I really want to save this Glade. He is very fast. Mamoswine just outspeeds it as of right now. So let's go ahead and see what we got. This time he is taking his time. He's probably wondering if I want to use this thing as Death Fodder. Nope, communication failed. Okay. Is that on me? That was on me. Oh my gosh. My Wi-Fi is still up. I don't understand what was going on. So, let me go ahead and jump back in to Battle Spot. That was kind of embarrassing. Now the dude's gonna think I rage quit. Come on. I'm not that type of guy to rage quit on a battle. If it's a Pokemon battle like this, I mean, I have to stay and finish it to the end at the very least. I'm not that type of guy to like rage quit on a Pokemon battle. So let's go ahead and load ourselves. We still have to get our second match of this episode in. We're already 13 minutes in. Wow. So let's use our battle box. I really want to use my my Talonflame and my Slurpuff in this one. Heatran, I'm sort of iffy. Actually, let's go to music number, where is it? I think it was 21. So we got ourselves our opponent here. He's somewhere around the same rating. Let's go ahead and see what he has. He has Probopass, Shuckle, Chandelure, Garchomp, Gyarados, and Dusknoir. Oh. So I'm looking at this team here, and I'm thinking I can open up with Slurpuff. Don't know if it'll be optimal. Regardless, I see 2 or 3 physical attackers. I want to open up with the Talonflame. I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. I see a couple specials. That Chandelure is a direct counter to Metagross. Let's see. Heatran is gonna go down. I'm gonna go with Slurpuff and Glade. That might be the right choice. Alright, yeah, so I got the music down at least. Let's see what my opponent opens up first. We're gonna see if my predictions do pay off. I mean, hopefully they'll pay off. Focus, camera, focus. I really wish I could get a 3DS capture card for you guys. That's pretty much what I want the most, but they're really expensive as right now. Opens up with the Garchomp. So he doesn't know that this is especially defensive support Talonflame. So I'm gonna go ahead and Will-O-Wisp. Let's see what he was trying to predict. Goes for the Dragon Claw. It's gonna hurt quite a bunton. Will-O-Wisp. Let's see how much. Let's see how much your Dragon Claws will do now, my good friend. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Slurpuff, predicting that that Dragon Claw. Let's see what he decides to do. Yep, he decides to go into the Dragon Claw. I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Belly Drum. Because regardless of what he decides to do, it won't hurt that much, and I do have the Citrus Berry on Burden, so I will definitely outspeed the Garchomp, and hopefully Slurpuff will come through. This guy's trying to decide what he's trying to do. Is this thing scarfed? If this thing is scarfed, then that's even better. It's scarfed. Oh my gosh, yes. I got a free Belly Drum and with no damage. Out comes the Probopass. He does not know the secret of Slurpuff. He does not know the secret of Slurpuff, because I'm going to show you guys right now. This Slurpuff right here has... Wait for it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to let you guys see it for yourself. Slurpuff will break through. He has the Drain Punch. I think it lived on Sturdy. That was a crit too. Oh my gosh. Now I wish that thing would have died. Let me see. I think he wants to go for this Flash Cannon. Rocky Helmet. Interesting. Toxic. Toxic. Interesting. So I'm going to take Rocky Helmet and Poison damage. I'm going to kill this thing quick because it most likely has Flash Cannon. I am not too worried about the poison because I do have the aromatherapy. I just want this thing gone as soon as possible with that Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet, oh my gosh. Rocky Helmet and freaking poison damage. Slurpuff is in a bit of a pickle right now. I am not too worried though. Goes out into the Shuckle. I'm not sure what this thing wants to do. Probably Infestation. I'm gonna go for the Aromatherapy to get rid of this poisoning. Goes for the Protect. That is absolutely fine. Go ahead and go for that Protect. I'm gonna go for my Aromatherapy. Now I think this will... I think it's just my team. Yeah. Because I was about to say, if that thing cures the freaking Garchomp, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna go for a Drain Punch, recover as much as I can. I know the Shuckle's pretty tanky, but I will recover no matter what. Goes for the Infestation. Wants me to stay in. Not very effective damage. That hurts a lot, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this thing off with the Drain Punch, regardless if he decides to switch out. Goes for the Protect. That's what I thought he was gonna do. This Infestation is eating me up pretty badly. I'm gonna go ahead and go for another Drain Punch. Regardless if he switches into the Garchomp, I still will recover something besides Ruskin. But finally, the Infestation will be gone. I still have some life left. Now, the Garchomp may be scarfed, but it is burned. And I'm not too worried on that. Even if he is burned, even if he does do a number on me, Slurpuff will manage to take it down by quite a lot. But I am on Burden. I will outspeed the Garchomp, take it down. Goodbye, Garchomp. Your services are no longer required. We won this match. All thanks to supportive Talonflame with that Will-O-Wisp. If it wasn't for that, and that's switching into Slurpuff, I probably would have had a harder time. So thank goodness for that combination, and I didn't even have to Mega in that battle, which makes me super happy, super happy. We're gonna go in for our last match and battle spot. I might switch teams after this one, or I might keep the same one. I definitely want to try out every Mega every new mega and every old one. Let's go and see what our opponent brings today. He has himself the Ambipomp, Clefable, Vaporeon, Gliscor, Talonflame, which I doubt is supportive, and Gengar. The only Mega I see here is the Gengar, unfortunately. So, how am I gonna run this one? I could open up with the Glade. Oh, that Talonflame hurts so much, though. I'm gonna open up with Heatran, because he does have the Stealth Rocks, and that will hurt quite a ton. And then I'm gonna go with Rotom for that Rocky Helmet damage. And then let's see. Metagross does hurt a lot of things on this team. I can't really hurt the Talonflame with him, but I can hit the Clefable, I can hit the Gengar. I'm gonna go with Metagross. I'm not gonna use the Mega this turn. Let's go ahead and have this last battle. Can we get one more win for rank battle spots? I'm gonna drink some water because I'm thirsty as heck. When you talk too much, your mouth gets dry. And I realize that. Opens up with the Talonflame. I am going to open up with the Heatran. This is definitely a bulkier Heatran. It's more defensive than it is especially defensive. I don't have anything for this thing besides Stealth Rocks. So he is going to opt to switch out. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Stealth Rocks. I am not choice... I'm not Choice Scarf. I'm not Focus Sash. I am like, what's it called? I am Leftovers. And I'm expecting the Earthquake here. So I'm gonna go out into Rotom. Let's see if I got the prediction right. I don't care if he's poison. I want to get my Confuse Ray off. At least I can annoy the crap out of this thing. And even if he wants to switch out into Talonflame, he's going to take Stealth Rock damage. He's going to opt to switch out. Regardless of what he switches out to, he's going to get confused and Stealth Rocked. Okay, so... Rotom better be lucky on this. Okay, this thing is Leftovers. It's very nice to know. I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse. I want to see what this Vaporeon has in store for me. It could be HP Grass. I do outspeed it, so hopefully I can flinch it. No, this thing is especially defensive. But I do get the confusion off. Rotom is not going to do much on this Vaporeon. I might as well switch out. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. That does pretty good, decent damage. I'm going to get it down into the yellow. Now, part of me wants me to say that he wants to predict the Heatran. I'm going to go down to the Metagross. I'm having doubts here. The only thing Heatran was pretty good for was the Stealth Rock damage. Everything else I can't really hit them hard for. So let's see what Vaporeon decided to go for. Goes for the Toxic. Okay, so it really didn't matter who I switched into because both were Steel types. So he either has the Gliscor coming out or he wants to stay in. I'm gonna go for the Zen Headbutt if he decides to stay in. Zen Headbutt. Hopefully this will flinch. Snapped out of confusion. Goes for the Scald. I do have the Assault Vest, but I don't need this thing to get burned. Yes, he doesn't get burned. That's the last thing I need. I'm gonna go ahead for another Zen Headbutt. Goes for to protect this turn. He wants that Leftovers recovery. I really can't blame him here. Let's see how much Zen Headbutt does. Managed to feint the Vaporeon. This guy is extremely scared to send out Talonflame because of Stealth Rocks. I can already guarantee you that that's the plan. Decides to switch out into the Talonflame. Oh. He is a brave bird. I'm not gonna lie about that. He probably has the Flare Blitz. He has the Will-O-Wisp. Nice plan on the opponent's part. Now, I'm gonna have a hard time on this thing. So I'm not too afraid to go ahead and switch out into the Rotom because most likely he wants to go in for the attack on the Flare Blitz. And I am Rocky Helmet, heavily defensive with Rocky Helmet. Goes for the Roost, he predicted it. So at this point in time, I'm gonna go for a Confuse Ray. If he switches out or whatever the case may be, this thing is a supportive set. See, no one predicts a supportive set on either side. Let's see how much. Let's see if Confuse Ray will pay off in the end. I'm gonna go for a Dark Pulse. I don't want to Volt Switch because he might switch out into the Gliscor. First, opt to stay in. Let's see how much this does. Goes for the Roost. Let's see how much Dark Pulse does. I think this thing is specially defensive. This thing is specially defensive, unfortunately. I'm gonna snap out of confusion. Goes for another Roost. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna go for another Confuse Ray to get this thing as close down as possible. From there, I'm a Pain Split. Goes for the taunt. Nice predictions. Nice predictions. I don't know if Pain Split is either an attack or status move. Let me see. It is a status. I have no other choice but to Volt Switch out of here. So he wants to stall this out as long as he can. Unfortunately, he cannot Will-O-Wisp the Heatran. That's the only thing pretty much stopping him at this point. But he can't just Roost and all that stuff. I'm gonna go for the Earth Power. Let's see how much. If he goes for the Roost and I predict it, it'll be worth the payoff. He's taking his time on this one. Now I'm kind of worried. Goes for the Taunt. He now sees I was trying to go for the Earth Power, predicting the Roost. Unfortunately, from there, I don't know if he wants to attack or goes for a Roost, predicting the switch. I'm gonna say he wants to predict the switch and go for. No, he's got a Brave Bird. Unfortunately, I'm not getting these predictions down. That won't do too much. I'm not worried about all that stuff. Unfortunately, all my attacks cannot affect Talonflame in a big way. So he knows I'm not choiced. I'm gonna go for a Flash Cannon. Let's see how much Flash Cannon would do. Still opting to go for the Brave Bird. I'm not too worried on damage. I just want this thing to get as low as possible. Does a hefty amount. From here, I don't know if he wants to roost or continue attacking. Ooh, the payoffs. Because I think he's going to die on this turn if he goes for the Brave Bird. I'm going to go for the Earth Power predicting. Hopefully I got it right. Goes for the Roost. I predicted it right. Okay, this definitely paid off. Now I just need this thing to kill. We killed the Talonflame. Yes, I am happy. I'm a happy camper. I'm a totally happy camper. That managed to pay off. Heatran coming through. I am predicting the Earthquake on this on the Gliscor coming up. He is gonna get hit with Stealth Rock. Honestly, I don't have too much use for Heatran now. The only thing I can really do, unless this thing has Roost. Metagross is burned, unfortunately. And I'm pretty darn sure Gliscor outspeeds Metagross. I'm gonna go out into Metagross just so I can surface what he's trying to scout for. And if I do outspeed, I'll get a Zen Headbutt off. Goes for a Rock Tomb. Very interesting move. That was a crit too. Unfortunately, this is the Poison Healing set. So I doubt Metagross is going to do anything to this thing. Substitute. Okay, I see you. It will not break the sub. This is gonna be a long battle, unfortunately. And I'm pretty darn sure Metagross is gonna go down here anyway. I'm gonna go out to the Rotom. Maybe Confuse Ray could go through. Decides to go for the Protect. I'm going to take a huge risk here and go for the Pain Split. I'm going to reveal the Pain Split to the opponent. Let's see what he decides to do. Goes for the Rock Tomb to lower my speed. I'm not too worried on that. No, the substitute is still there, unfortunately. I have to break the sub. And I will not outspeed this turn, so he's going to go for the Rock Tomb. Rotom lives on 7. Oh yeah, that's right, it's part ground. Duh. Well, that cost me. Metagross has to be able to break the sub on this one. Otherwise, he could pretty much stall me out. Goes for the Protect, and just to be that annoying stally type. Oh my gosh. Stealth Rocks wasn't exactly helpful. I mean, they were managed to bring down my opponent's health by a lot. Goes for the Earthquake. Now that Rotom is out, he's definitely safe to go for Earthquake. He does have the right to do so. Unfortunately, I think I lost this one. And we got ourselves another one win, 2 loss on this episode. Unfortunately, I am sad. I predicted the Roost. I predicted Roost. I'm mad. Go for Flash Cannon and see how much this will do. He will go for the Earthquake. That is ×4 and stab. This will be a dead Heatran. Unfortunately, I'm mad. I am so sad. That was a very close game. Unfortunately, I did not have anything for that Gliscor. So we got ourselves another win, but 2 more losses. We are going pretty bad on this one. I will be able to change my team now, so if you guys do enjoy this episode, go ahead and leave a like down below. Your support means so much to the series and for the development of the channel. Have yourselves a good day, Star Clan, and I will see you guys later.